huge Borderlands news just came out an hour ago. In this video we're going to discuss what it's about and everything that's going on with Borderlands 4. So we just got news not too long ago about Borderlands 4 pre-orders. They're open right now to everyone on PC, Xbox and PlayStation. There's a lot we're going to go over in the Borderlands 4 pre-orders. The pre-orders go from Standard Edition, which is the normal Borderlands 4, everyday standard edition that you can get with just the base game. And then apart from the standard Borderlands edition, there's another 2 editions, not 3 this time like we had in the previous Borderlands 3, from the normal Borderlands base game. So what's included in the other 2 versions of the game separated from the base game? In the standard edition, as you can see I put on the screen, the pre-order for Borderlands 4, you receive a Gilded Glory pack featuring a Vault Hunter skin and a weapon skin, as well as a normal Echo 4 drone skin. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, that doesn't really seem like a lot for buying the normal game, and the normal game goes around $70, $60, I think around $70. But yeah, that's not really a lot for, getting the game, but that's coming with the pre-order. Now onto the next edition. In the deluxe edition of Borderlands 4, they include a bounty pack bundle with 4 unique areas featuring new missions and unique bosses, 4 vault cards with unique challenges and rewards, new gear, weapons, and new Vault Hunter cosmetics, as well as new 4 vehicle cosmetics. So that does seem like a lot more from the previous edition. It's not like a big load, a big factor to the editions you should pick, but it's decent, And moving on to the final edition. In this final edition of the game, which is the Super Deluxe edition, they include a lot more. And I want you guys to pay attention to the 2 new playable Vault Hunters at the bottom of the screen. That just got me excited. 2 new playable Vault Hunters on top of the 3 we already have. Is it 3 or 4? I think it's 3. Maybe it's 4. 4? 3? I think it's 4. But if it's 4, then we get 6 playable Vault Hunters. Now this is good news, guys. This is really good news. They're doing what they haven't done since Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel. In Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, they gave us free Vault Hunters. Well, not really free, but an extra 2 or 3 Vault Hunters to play after you completed the base game with the normal Vault Hunters. Borderlands 3 didn't have this, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands didn't have this, and now Borderlands 4 has it. This might be an indication that this Borderlands might be the best Borderlands we've seen since 2, or even better than 2, even bigger than 2, since a lot of new people have come to play from playing Borderlands 2 and 3. But yeah, that's the biggest takeaway out of all these different editions of the game. I feel like most people are gonna buy the Super Deluxe edition just to have the 2 extra Vault Hunters, because this can bring a lot of depth to the game, a lot of content, a lot of skill tree building, a lot of synergies. It just brings a lot of overall gameplay to Borderlands 4. With all that content, I think you should buy the Super Deluxe edition. But as we're gonna get into the next category, the prices of the game, it might be a little too much for the average person. But let's talk about prices. So the base game of Borderlands 4, the normal version, will be around $70. $70 is not too bad, considering that Randy Pitchford told us it's going to be around $80 just for the base game. But 70 is okay just for the base game of Borderlands 4, which is vast. It's a big game, there's going to be a lot of content, a lot of gameplay, a lot of things to do in the game. So $70 is not too bad, not bad of a price. Now the Deluxe Edition and the Super Deluxe Edition are crossing hefty price lines, with the Super Deluxe Edition costing up to $130. But that's with the pre-order. So maybe and playing ahead of everyone is a big advantage in terms of trying out all the new Vault Hunters, including the 2 new Vault Hunters, and getting early content or just getting early gameplay out there. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. With all this content coming from Borderlands 4, I'm actually really excited for the game. I'm probably gonna pre-order it. Not really sure yet if that $130 tag is really worth it, but I advise people do not pre-order it unless you have, like, you know, loose money you can use, $130 that you're not going to use for anything, just to use for the game. But if not, get the normal game, and then over time, you know, you can buy the DLCs, buy the extra things. But yeah, looks like Borderlands 4 is going to be a really good game if they don't mess it up, which I hope they do with Borderlands 4, because I thought they were going to do that with Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and it came out as, you know, trash. DLCs were trash, a lot of the game was trash, but I still enjoyed it when it was out. I still had fun, you know, playing the game and exploring all the vault hunters, or what did they call them? I forgot what they call the characters in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. But you guys get the gist. Alright, we've reached the end of the video, and yeah, you guys should let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more content. Peace.